world's fastest hedgehog has taken the wheel once more in Sumo Digital's Team Sonic Racing, a kart racer that focuses on winning as a team rather than doing it all on your own.
Yeah, Team Sonic Racing lets you play as and alongside a bunch of iconic Sonic characters, and there's even a story mode to boot. In the main campaign called Adventure Mode, Sonic and the gang are invited by Dot on Par.
Some of you might not survive at all.
To race his fleet of high-powered supercars on his equally impressive tracks.
From the get-go, things seem a bit fishy, and with each race you complete, you're given a piece of the puzzle. But without giving anything away, it's nothing really special. I mean, seriously, man, just stop inviting Eggman to things.
Oh, who could have seen this coming? The game does give you the option to skip the story entirely, though, allowing you to just get straight into the races without having to sit through the cutscenes. I thought it was a bit odd, given you can just skip the cutscenes anyway.
Let's be honest though, Will, we're not playing this for the story. We play this to go fast.
Back up to speed.
A regular race is made up of 3 laps and various victory conditions you'll have to meet. To do this, you and your team will have to bash, bump, and drift your way through the track and ultimately to the finish line.
First place, best of the best.
Before any of that, though, you need to pick your racer. Each character is one of 3 classes, and each class has a special ability. Sonic is a speed racer, the fastest class, able to let off energy charges to disrupt others. Knuckles is a power racer who can smash through obstacles and barriers without slowing down. And the balding baddie Eggman is technique-based, my personal favorite, able to drive on rough terrain without any penalty.
The teamwork component comes in the form of a leapfrog-type system. If you're leading the pack, you'll be laying down a slipstream behind you, which your teammates can cruise along on. They can also use this to give themselves a bit of a speed boost and slingshot themselves ahead. We've seen something similar to this in games like Onrush and Trailblazers, and it feels just as cool here. Doing this, as well as sharing items or wisps, and helping stunned or struggling teammates with a skim boost, charges up your team's ultimate meter. When full, you and your squad can activate your team ultimate, granting you all a massive speed boost as well as invulnerability for a short time, leaving enemy cars at your mercy. Though, to be fair, I was a threat on the track even without it.
Bit of a humble brag there, Gem.
No, I mean, like, I was an actual hazard.
Oh, right.
Whoa, watch it.
Thankfully, even in the single-player mode, the AI was very intuitive and knew when to hang back to give me a hand or catch up when I got too far ahead of the pack. Which is great, because when it comes to the final scores, a teammate left behind can cost you.
Oh, very much so. At the end of a race, each contender is awarded a set of points depending on their final position. This is then tallied up to get the team's overall score. So if you zoomed off ahead, sure, you'll get a high individual score, but your trailing teammate's score could mean bye-bye first place. As frustrating as it was at times, I like that it was included because it forces you to cooperate if you want to advance.
Yeah, you can't just zoom ahead and expect to do well. There are actual consequences. Not only that, but it's just so much more fun to be darting it around each other as a team, even if it's just the AI.
I can feel those G's. Thanks.
Overall, though, what are you going to score it, Gem?
I'll be the first to admit that racing games aren't my forte, but I had fun with Team Sonic Racing. It's not doing anything we haven't already seen before in games like Mario Kart, but what it does bring to the table, it does well, which is what really matters. So I'm giving it 4 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Yeah, Team Sonic Racing keeps every race interesting with an awesome blend of action and co-op strategy. If you're looking for a game to add to your couch play collection, you should definitely give this one a go. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 as well.
Cool. Good luck.
Works for me.
Next up, my favorite hedgehog is back in Sonic Dash 2 Sonic Boom!
In this game, Sonic runs up the screen in one of 3 lanes, collecting as many rings and power-ups as possible, while dodging out of the way of obstacles. How did you both find the gameplay?
Well, I think the Endless Runner really suits Sonic. We get a chance to enjoy Sonic's speed, especially when he does his super dash. And I was able to get into a good rhythm zipping in and out of lanes.
Yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job with this. I thought it looked great, and I appreciate the cool sections like sliding along sky rails with him. Plus, he can use his magnetic power to pull rings towards him. Sonic is way too cool to waste time stopping to pick things up.
Well, I actually preferred Knuckles to Sonic.
Heresy!
His special ability lets him do a ground pound attack that sends out a shockwave, knocking out enemies in multiple lanes. The destruction! Plus, Barjo, we all know anything red goes faster.
I think you'll find, Darren, that Sonic's shoes are red.
Knuckles' entire body is red.
All right, guys. Well, I did also enjoy the mini challenges that you could take on. They gave you objectives like collecting 50 orbs in one run, which helped keep it interesting because the level layouts themselves get a bit samey.
Yeah, I would have liked more variety as well. Where are the super jumps? Where are the loop-de-loops? But most importantly, they get the core of this game right. So I'm giving it 3.5 rubber chickens.
It's 3 from me.